pretty much the setup in. Oh, all right, well, still plenty of rain on the way, so we're just going to get these tarps set up and bunker down. So we got a fair bit of rain before. How much rain do you reckon we got? You reckon 10, 20 mil?
10, I reckon.
10 mil of rain. We're supposed to have 20. So get these tarps set up, get a camp set up and chill out. Hold that. And we'll just actually, you know what? This might need a pole.
I'll get the pole.
Yeah,
I got the pole.
Pole. Yep. Trim her up, mate. One's off. And then just rope.
So you need a peg to the rope.
And then you can put a bit of tension.
Alright. Oh no, we're out of bird. What's happening to birds?
Because you keep drinking it.
Yeah, that's Speaking of, so what's for gins?
So we're doing lamb, lentil dal. Yeah, it's like a lentil curry.
A lentil curry.
Yeah.
You need, so lamb's going to go in here.
Lamb and zucchini in there.
Yeah, and then we'll fry that up.
Fry it up. The dal goes in here basically just to heat up.
And then we've got a couple of
That's
naan
it.
breads.
We'll get some naan breads, and then you put the lamb into the dal once it's heated up.
Oh, dog.
Spoon it into our bowls and eat it with our naan bread.
Great.
That's
and the rain stopped, which is good. So,
Fire's roaring.
oh yeah. Ooh, yeah. That pizza good.
Done it.
There's that.
Thank you.
Oh, it has those spices. Oh, that smells so good.
Ooh. So that's the curry in, yeah?
That's the curry part.
Look at that. Look at the flavour. And then we'll just add the lamb to that, yeah?
Yep, that's what. Yep.
What's that you're putting in now?
This is the lentils.
Oh, the actual lentils. God, that's going to be filling. So many lentils.
Shit, yeah, that's a lot. This wind's drying everything out, which is nice.
Not to you, naan bread.
Thank you, chef.
Thanks, Tommy. This is great, mate. A bit of dal, a bit of naan. Curry. Good morning. We survived that night. We got another probably 10-15 mil of rain, and it was interesting. How'd you boys sleep? Did you survive it?
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, they survived it, but all our stuff is really, really wet. So we're just waiting for this sun to pop up behind us to try and dry some of this kit out before we get on the road. So our plan today is we're going to make our way into the southern part of the Grampians and just sort of go exploring. Haven't really got an official loop, but we're just going to find out where the good tracks are, spend plenty of time on them, and just go find that terrain that we haven't sort of explored before. So the good thing about yesterday, with all that rain that we got, it's made the tracks really, really fun. So all those creek crossings in the Grampians, all that water should be flowing, so you know it's going to be interesting in there. And then we'll plan to camp in the Grampians. There's a couple of good spots Scott sort of marked. Love to camp up high tonight, just see what this weather does, but it's pretty clear at the moment. So that storm that went through yesterday, we're at the tail end of that now, and hopefully clear skies. So really looking forward to get back in the Grampians, and it's going to be a good day. Oh yeah, there's the sun. You're on with it, Tom?
I just want spiders to get out of my pants.
Yeah, there is a few spiders around. So yeah, the sun's finally on us. I'm in my Tech 7 Dry Star boots. Now these boots are great boots, but one thing they are not is dry. So yesterday, just going through those puddles, these things got absolutely saturated. The water didn't come in through the top, just coming through the side. So one thing that really frustrates me is when gear doesn't do what it's supposed to do. And these are Dry Star by Alpine Star, they are not. I know there's a few other people who said the same thing, but be warned, if you're going to buy these boots for dryness or to ride through creek crossings and river crossings and stuff, they don't stay dry. And they are so hard to dry when they're wet. They take days. I have to put fans in them when I get home just to get the air through them. So I've got wet boots for the rest of the weekend. Thanks.
Sponsor us, Alpine Star.
Send sponsorship links too.
I'm about to get my white ass out, so can you turn that off?
Mark, put it on the camera. I want comedy.
No one wants to see the forest of my ass.
Mate, you can just link it to your, what's your only followers
Count saying my OnlyFans again.
OnlyFans account.
What is that? It's like a bacon in it? Mm-hmm.
The heart's got
That's a potato cake.
The heart's got one.
I only take you to the best places, don't I?
Chucky.
only the best for us.
Only the best for you. Cheers. Oh yeah. That's a pretty good look at this one. I don't know what the name of it is, but it's on the Rosia track. And when we came through here last year, Tommy and I, that waterfall was flowing. So that just shows you how dry it is in here at the moment. Considering how much rain Victoria's had here, not so much. And the lake's definitely down on water. So all good, sun's out. Boys having a good time?
Yeah, man.
You get it. Oh, what a sick start to the morning. So we're gonna actually backtrack down this track. We're gonna go back to Henham track and then go up to Victoria Range track over the top, and then I think we'll try and camp up on that Wallaby rock track.
Yep.
Try and find a spot to camp up there. It's 1 o'clock now. Obviously daylight savings is finished, so the sun sets pretty early, so it'd be good to get into camp, set up, chill out. And we might go through the bikes tonight actually and give a bit of an update on all our bikes. So I know a few people have been asking on the channel about that, so we'll go through the bikes and a few gear that we're using on this trip. And yeah, that should be the rest of the day.
The tracks in the Grampians are not highly technical compared to somewhere like the Victorian High Country, but you will find a really good mix of tracks here. One of the pros that I've particularly found great about the Grampians on an adventure bike is the introduction to sand riding. Now the sand here is not deep like the sand you're going to find say out in the Little Desert or the Murray Sunset National Park, but it's still lots of fun and a really good workout. Starts relatively easy. It's only until you get to the summit, which sits around that 950 metre mark, that the tricky and the rocky sandstone sections start to emerge, which makes this track a lot of fun on the descent.
Tommy, stop. Oh, they're snapped. Bloody bags are just blown off. That's really bad. Look at them even there. They're going back. Oh man, that sucks.
How fucking bored to buy new bags.
No, send them away.
You send them back, mate. That's garbage. Anyone who doesn't have rock straps is a bum. Well, a grunt strap and a rock strap holding that on, but that is really bad. Yeah. This is the first trip out on these bags, and look at the stitching there. Yeah, shouldn't do that.
Stand, lift your game.
Yeah, man, that's even just the rubbing on them. Yeah, this is nice in here, gents. You can almost get in here. Yeah. Oh yeah, okay. Well, I think this is where we're going to camp. So, it's nice, but all the other spots are all taken up. And
Get it.
and so I think this will be nice. Plenty of room for tents. The other spot wasn't quite as flat, so I reckon we give this a crack. Today was a good day. It would have been great if we got one of those nicer camp spots, but is what it is. But you know, this is still nice. We found a nice big rock, plenty of rocks in the Grampians, and we're just going to sit here, sink some whiskey, and take these. Yeah, we're going to eat some cheese, and AJ's bought this mad biltong that we're going to tuck into, and then I'm going to cook up some gnocchi pasta tonight. So we can't really have fires in the Grampians, so we're going to use the gas cooker to cook dinner tonight. But yeah, good day. This is our camp setup, well, for a camp cook on the side of this giant rock. So tonight the plan is pretty simple. We're just going to have some gnocchi. So I found this Chinese sausage at the supermarket. Yeah, we'll give that a go. We'll chop that up and fry it.
Yeah, because nothing says Italian gnocchi like Chinese sausage.
An Italian fusion dish. We are on. And we might need to do a bit of a windbreak here, I reckon. We're off and racing, mate, aren't we? Look at this. Cooking on the side of a bloody rock. Thanks, mate. Onion, shallot going in. Good, these are the GSI outdoor ones. Little spatula, handy to have. That's the passes from my garden and the thyme from my garden. So it's always good to have your own herbs. The Chinese sausage is going in. I'm gonna get that up nice and fried up. Cook all this down, and then we'll just add some more oil to this, and then the parsley, and there's our sauce, and then we'll just cook the gnocchi in some water. Easy as that. Run it through it. Bellissimo, eh? Eh? Bloody rain though, seriously. What is that? Just give us a break for 20 minutes.
And we're sustainably pouring that water back to the earth.
Look at the starch in it. Alright, there we go, it's going in. Down the camera, don't slip and lose it. Oh my god, I'd cry. Don't mess it up. Look at them, they're just sitting there. Got your plates ready? Take us through your setup. So you're on the, what's this, a 2018 SWM Superdual X.
So I'm running Motor's Tractionator Rail Z's, front and back. So things I've done to the bike, I changed the sprockets, gone 42 to 14. Gone 2 up at the back and 1 down on the front. Make it an absolute weapon off-road. Put some Barrett pipes on it to make it bark a little bit better.
Does it breathe better with those pipes on?
Definitely does. With the new map, there were some niggly issues with SWMs when they came out. There was an oil mesh filter in here that disintegrated
and went through the motor,
through the engines. Yeah, so they've pulled that out and. Really
did SWM come to the party to help you with that?
They finally did. SWM did.
And then your what packs are those? They the anti-straps?
The anti-straps. And I run them with this is well known. Even Andy himself suggested it for some people.
Oh, so nice.
Yeah, so you just cut down a water gallon, a 20-litre bucket from Bunnings.
And that helps it keep it a little bit waterproof as well?
It does. So it is a canvas. It's great, you know. I haven't had any water in the bag once.
Friday when it pumped down, so that's a good test for them.
I pulled out the bag and there was a bit of water at the bottom, so it probably could do with some more beeswax. I've had multiple trips on these, multiple impacts on it. It's great because it can just store like... You
need a bit more extra fuel range there, don't you?
Changing the sprockets made her a bit more thirsty, so she's only given me, it's an 18-litre tank, but I'm 230, 240 max. sort of
Okay, that's your
kilometres
fuel
out.
range, and then so you've just got a 5 litre.
From the good guys at Wish, you know.
Yep, and that's just a knockoff. And how much did you pay for that?
You know, it's really expensive these. $25.
$25, and that's the same setup. If you want to screw it off, that's exactly the same as what like a Roto Pax. It's pretty much a knockoff of a Roto Pax for $25. I'm not sure
Something
what a Roto
like
Pax is worth, but they're not cheap.
So
But-
look, it does the job. I haven't tested it with an impact or anything, but
But you've ridden multiple
trips
high country trips. That snow trip that we've done, great. And then your tent, what tent are you running?
a Snow Gum Swift, because that is an attached fly, so I can set it up in about 30 seconds to a minute.
It's quite a big tent. Is that you get 2 people in that comfortably?
Easily 3 people if you needed, but 2 people.
Yeah, and it packs down
space.
quite small. We'll get a shot of it when it's packed down.
It packs down to fit in like half of this, so it does take up a lot of room in the pannier, but using compression sacks and stuff like that.
Ballpark you pay for that?
Off the top of my head, I think I waited until it was like only about 250 or
$250
something. Normally like
pretty
a
good.
$500 tent or something like that.
And then how long you've had it?
All right, DK, tell us why you made the change up. Why did you go to the 701?
Oh, from the 800. I think it was the 100 kilo weight saving was the main thing.
Oh, it's just a little bit of...
Yeah, and the 800 was a great bike, but for where I take this, we ride majority off-road, and I was giving that bike a bit of a pounding. And the weight saving on this, and for where this puppy can go, it's just so much easy. And like this is a great example of Grampians. It just eats it up in here.
It's now gone from a challenging place to an easy place because of the bike.
Too easy now.
Yeah, and we've found that a few places, like particularly out in the Lerderderg, we've like, oh, these things just eat it up. So yeah, that's the main reason. And also too, I'd put like 40,000 Ks on the other bike. It was due for an upgrade.
To be fair, you could ride that thing like a dirt bike, but now, now you're on a dirt bike.
Yeah.
So tell us about your tyres and...
Tyres on this is still got the stock TKC 80 on it. I'm not sure what I'm going to put on the front. Any feedback from anyone on YouTube, leave a comment below. Anything on all the bikes, please leave a comment. Obviously want a tyre that's going to be able to get us out on the road, but then really good off-road. So I haven't had too many issues with it. The rear was garbage, so I updated that after particularly getting the nail through it on the last trip. So that is the Motos Adventurer.
All right, what about other things you've done to the bike?
The exhaust has got the Wings exhaust, and I put the carbon fibre covers on the side as well to stop the heat. So that is a Seat Concepts seat, which is so much more better than the stock.
Took ages for them to make one too.
Yeah, it did take a while. The reason why is
change the
because
21.
the Euro bikes are different to the US bikes. So obviously Seat Concepts, being an American company, prioritised all their build to the American bikes, and then the Euro ones came out. So got that. The 6 litre Raid Garage auxiliary front fuel tank in there. Going down to the motor, I've got the motor case, the triple clamp motor case covers. Any feedback on these? I've heard that these create a lot of heat and can do some long-term damage to the casing covers. So if people recommend that they should stay on, or should pull them off. The reason why I put them on is just to give it that extra protection when I drop it. Vanash brake pedal, which should hopefully, if I do drop it, doesn't go into the engine case. Vanash wider and lower foot pegs. The steg pegs.
And what are the bags you're running?
The Moscow Reckless 80, which have been pretty good. Stayed reasonably dry over the trip and get all my junk in there. Then I've got the drone bag and all my batteries and all my camera gear sit in this one. Durastan ones.
Good quality stuff.
Good quality stuff. I haven't had any issues with it, but obviously Tommy, seeing that's not, giving me faith and confidence moving forward. Giant loop little bag here on the handlebars, and then I've just got my spare tube for the front tyre.
All right, quick fire. 3 things that you love most about this bike.
Oh, I'm on the spot. It's power.
Yep.
Weight saving.
Yep.
And it looks fucking shit hot.
Damn right. Damn right it does.
It's a good looking machine. So yeah, that's pretty much the setup in a nutshell. So my tent that I run, I've spoken about this a few times, but this is the big Agnes Copper Spur 2. And it packs down super light, really lightweight material, holds up really well in the rain. Obviously it's a summer tent, no good in winter because it's got a lot of ventilation in it. What I love about this tent, it packs down really, really small. So I'll show you how small it packs down, and it's real light. I think it's just a smidge over 1 kilo, everything, as opposed to AJ's tent, which was what, 3 kilo? When you pay a little extra, that's what you're paying for. You want to make sure you're paying for all the weight saving. Yeah, so this is around a $600 tent. but it's my house. It's my home away from home, so to speak. I spent a lot of time, as you know, in this. So if you're going to make the investment, it definitely is worthwhile. Love this thing. So it's good to have these Cedar Summit bags, compression sacks, but they're also like a waterproof bag. So when your tent's wet, it keeps all the moisture in this bag so it doesn't go through all the rest of your gear. So these Cedar Summit bags are really, really good. They're not that expensive. This is an extra small, and you can see how small that tent is. That's small in my sleeping bag. So that's what you pay for when you spend all that money on those tents. Alrighty, mate, so you're on the 2018 KTM 690.
I bought it second hand, about 6 months ago, probably.
Yep, how many Ks on it second hand?
About 9.
A few things on it already too, didn't it?
Yeah, so tanks on it, steering damper, seat, the wings exhaust.
And then what have you put onto it?
The pannier rack, back motor tech, the foot pegs, they're for Nash.
Yep, they're the aluminium ones.
Yep, bigger ones. Steg pegs I put on.
We like the steg pegs for climbing in the high country.
The mirrors, and that's about it that I put on it.
You're running the Motos Adventure on the rear, and on the front you got
a Bridgestone Battle Axe AX41.
And how do you find the battle axes?
It's pretty equivalent to TKC 80.
Yep,
so
same ballpark. How many litres of fuel? What's your fuel on that? Yep.
22, 23.
Roundabouts. Yep. And what, each side hold?
4.5 each.
Okay, 4.5 each. And they're just gravity fed?
Yep.
Yep. Now you've done the subframe bolts on this?
Yep, subframe and the clutch slave cylinder.
Okay, so the slave's been done. Obviously the few issues with those over the years. Cool, and then this is your first trip on the monsoon bags.
Yeah.
Which unfortunately they have broken later yesterday, which is really, really disappointing. But they're what, they're 35 litre side soft panniers?
30 each.
30, sorry.
30, and this is a 30 top bag.
First real trip off road and they just snap. So
yeah, so this you can see this one's here's going as well. So the
stitching's failed
over the top. The stitching's just pulled out the weight and the bouncing. And it's sort of fallen into my tyres.
Yeah, we caught it right at the right time. Otherwise, we could have minced them up and then could have locked into that chain. So I think we got that at a really good time. But yeah, they'll be going back to the supplier to explain what's going on with them. And then what tent you running there? That's a nice small tent.
This is a one-man Zempire Atom.
Now Zempire are Kiwis? New Zealand brand. It's a one-man tent.
Yeah.
So super lightweight.
Not very much space, but a bit of a vestibule so I can put my boots and stuff. Waterproof has been fine. The only downside to it is it's not freestanding, so it doesn't stand up unless you've got
the pegs
in the ground.
Yep. Are you happy with your setup? Any changes you want to do?
New bags, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to get new bags.
And if anyone wants to give Tom some free bags,
GoFundMe page.
Tom's GoFundMe page for his bags. Cool, thanks mate.
Alrighty, so we're jumping onto Launders track from the top down. So seeing this track in a few forward drive videos is quite a tricky track. So we'll see what it's like going down. I've never really seen too many motorbikes go on this track, so it'd be good to see what it's like. Looks like it'll be rough. And we bumped into some locals the other day. They said there's a couple of like rock drops, so big ledges. See how we go. She's yeah, it's definitely the hardest track here. It's proper rutted out, so it's pretty gnarly as you see by that other bit, but nice and slow and steady. It's definitely enduro country this on these type of bikes. Wouldn't want to be bringing the big adventure bike down or up that. Definitely get down it, but it'd just be one of those drops and you do some damage hitting it on a rock. But so far so good, and we're out of the cloud and look at that view out there. That's magic. One thing this place has got is some spectacular views. There's the rock garden. Cool, let's have a stop and look. Yeah, just paddle it, mate. I'll jump on this side for you. That's it.
That's not motorbike, that's water.
That's good, you're good. Nice. There's one down. Alright. This next bit's still getting gnarly. Oh, we're in it now, gents. but it's literally just this section. So I reckon while we do one bike at a time. Ooh. This side's, I'm just going to walk with you, mate. I think there's a decent drop here. Even that water line is pretty good, but here you might. That's it. I gotcha. Cool. Just watch that. That's it. That's your boy. Hold him there. Cool. Ooh. But I'm thinking that might be alright, that line.
On the right.
Well, it just might be slippery, that's all. You alright, Tommy? These are in the middle, they're big drops. Yeah, you can get down it. Yeah. You're good. That's it. Bash plate. Cool.
This is pretty gnarly.
Yeah, coming up it would be, nah, you wouldn't want to come up it.
You've got to go right here.
Yeah, right. What's that drop off down like there though?
This looks like clay here, that is clay. There's a line there that looks like, this has got grip, but it's fucking gnarly, isn't it? Well, you're committed to that, AJ. You're going to lose traction here, mate, so that's just if he falls this side, you want to fall in that way. Yeah. Yeah, isn't that? Gotcha. That's me holding you. So yeah, that is clay, Tommy. Are you gonna try that side? As soon as you get to here, Tommy, you can cross the line.
Oh, that's what I think might happen.
Yep. And drop. There we go. Nice. That is clay there, Tommy. Don't high side him. This is gnarly. Yeah, you're not getting up this. Get through. Am I going to hit? Oh, yep, through. Cool, thank you. Yeah. That's fine, you definitely need a spotter. Good baby. Good baby, good baby. I got your back. You're pulling me as well, yep. Sweet. Nice job. Yep, nice. Job. Almost there. Easy now, baby. Easy now. Cool, well that's Launders track. I would recommend going down it, and it's going to be much easier than going up it. I would be very impressed to see a bike go up that. Challenge to anyone out there who wants to have a crack at that, send it through. Enduro, Club System Enduro bikes go up that. That was good, great fun, good teamwork guys. Well done, yeah. Nice job, mate. Well, see you, I'm off. There's a bit of sand. Oh, never that up. Good, move it, asshole.
Guys, thanks again for tuning in to another trip. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps me immensely. Thanks, gents, for coming along. AJ, what was your favourite track, mate?
Heinz track.
Heinz track. Good water bars.
Really easy, but just open throttle. Great fun.
You can really pin it through there fully.
Wallaby Rock track.
Good technical rocks in there, and that obviously lead it into Launders track, where it was the real gnarly descent. And for me, was that canal track that we just did before. That's the best sand we've found so far in the Grampians. So thanks again for watching. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.